Does it look like I'm looking up right now? What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Taste Like Music. Jason and Krams are here reviewing the new Iggy Pop record, which has been out a little over a week now. It's called Every Loser. It was produced by Andrew Watt, who is a big kind of up-and-coming producer. He's got some big names under his belt. I kind of like the last one that he did with Josh Homme. I think I gave that 3 stars. Thought it was decent. So was interested to check this out, see what was going on with Iggy. How you feeling about it?
I don't know much about that producer, or I've never listened to a Josh Homme anything. I don't even really like Queens of the Stone Age. Um, I've been wrestling with this a little bit. There are some things I really like about this album, but overall, I don't think it's something that really jumps out as anything special. The main thing that comes as like the marquee item of this album is that it seems like a big almost like grunge appreciation album. From the sound, like it feels a little bit like that big kind of melodic sludgy early 90s sound a la like Alice in Chains. And you obviously get like big influence with people that appear on this album, from Dave Navarro to Stone Gossard. You get Travis Barker, Taylor Hawkins before he passed, Chad Smith. So it's just kind of like this big all-star cast of like 90s alternative rock radio. Before I get into it, I've bounced back between 2.5 and 3 stars, but I don't think after this review I'll go back to it. So I'm just at 2.5. I think it's decent. There's some things I like about it, but not something I'm going to reach for again.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you on that. I'm at 3 stars on it. My 3 is kind of similar to your 2.5. I don't know. I think this Andrew Watt guy is proving to be a pretty lousy producer. It's got this big modern rock sound, pretty lousy, but not like in a poorly made way. Like it seems professional. It's all like cleanly recorded and everything like that. It sounds like a big rock record, but it's over compressed. It's very sterile. I don't think the recording has a ton of personality. Iggy himself is bringing a lot of personality, but the recording and the sound of the band behind him don't match that at all. I don't think. It's fairly generic kind of rock stuff happening, and for all the big names on it, I don't think any of them make too big of an impact. It's all fairly anonymous. The Stone Gossard one, the one he's on, does kind of feel a little bit like a Pearl Jam track to me. So that's the one where I think maybe having him there was beneficial, but the rest could have been played by anybody at all, I think. I guess it's good to have a couple new Taylor Hawkins tracks now that he's no longer with us, but did they stand out that much? Not really.
Yeah, like the sound of the album is a lot cleaner than I was anticipating, and it kind of aids to that big 90s grunge sound, which I found this album to be a little annoyingly bass heavy. It's like you're getting beaten with a club here. But a lot of the production doesn't work, especially on a song like Neo Punk, which should just be kind of dirty and raw and scrappy. But it sounds like it's being done by like Tool or something rather than like this intimate, like cool, like punk anthem. But on the bright side, it is fierce and strong and loud, and he doesn't seem tired or dated or even really out of ideas or anything. Like this is still kind of like a bit of a newer take to Iggy Pop, full of like really nice blistered melodies at times. I think New Atlantis is decent. Yeah, just big grunge vibes everywhere. My favorite song on it is probably Modern Day Ripoff, which has probably the most kind of meat and potatoes rock, classic rock kind of feel to it. There's some nice riffing. It's got that great line where it's like, this poor creature is my S&M teacher or whatever it is. So the lyrics are pretty good. I think Morning Show is actually quite pretty. There's some good guitar on it. I like the lyrics are comical at times and a little bit odd and goofball, but I do think there's a little bit too much of kind of that low register spoken word that he does, especially to just like start off songs a few times, maybe 3 or 4 times. It felt like the album's only like 40 minutes long, but it really starts to drag for me about halfway through, especially with just that big, deep, thick bass sound just smacking you in the face. And overall, like I like its heaviness. I like the rock. There aren't a lot of albums that sound like this, but do we really need it? And does it really, like you said, serve the personality of Iggy Pop the most? Probably not. And with that just illustrious cast behind him, everyone we mentioned, you would think there would be some spotlight, some big moments, but it's not really.
Yeah, I don't know about the lyrics on this record. There are some ridiculous lyrics. The first line on the entire record is, "I've got a dick and two balls. That's more than you all." How many does he think the rest of us have? I don't know what's going on there. He says, "I'm in a frenzy, you stone douchebag," on the same track, which is just kind of weird. I don't know. There were times when I thought it was kind of funny and like fun. More often listening to this record, I thought it was kind of fun than I thought it was good. I definitely didn't think like, oh, this is really cool that often, but I thought, this is kind of fun. So that's kind of the vibe on the record. There's some like weird interludes too. There's the one where he's just like reciting the news basically, because I guess Andy Warhol suggested he should do that back when they were making Funhouse. So he finally did it. Yeah, I don't know. It's a fine listen. It's fun to listen through once. I don't think I'll ever go back to it, but yeah, 3 stars.
Yeah, good call. It's more fun than likable. Like it's entertaining, and I'm glad I listened to it, but I probably won't again. So yeah, I'm with you.
All right. So if you heard this record, let us know what you think of it down in the comments. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you've not yet done so, hit the bell for notifications, and you can find links in the video description to our website, our merch, our Patreon, social media, all that stuff. So check it out. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.